Senior parliamentary officials say it was not their job to report an alleged bribery incident involving MP Bongani Bongo to the police. They were testifying for the state in the Western Cape Division of the High Court today in a case in which Bongo is accused of trying to collapse Parliament's ESCOM inquiry in 2017. Lindsay Dentlinger is following this story for us. She joins us now live. So day 3 in this trial. What evidence did we hear?
So we heard from the Secretary to the National Council of Provinces, Modibedi Pendela, who confirmed evidence that we heard earlier this week from the evidence leader himself, who reported the complaint, and the Secretary to the National Assembly, confirming that he had reported the incident to them and told them of this alleged bribe that Bongani Bongo had offered him to collapse that inquiry. And then, John, we also heard from the Secretary to Parliament. She's the most senior administrator at the legislature, and she was really testifying that she had asked Vanara once he had told them about what had happened, asked him to put it all in writing, and she said it was from there that she then submitted that to the then speaker to take the matter forward. She was challenged by Bongo's legal team, as he has done with previous witnesses, Michael Helens, asking why parliamentary officials, if they thought a crime had been committed, and several of them all being legal people and admitted advocates, why they didn't report it to the police. Penelope Chawa, the Secretary to Parliament, saying she was an administrator. She didn't get involved in the conduct of MPs. That's not her job. And it was the Speaker who referred the matter to the Ethics Committee. So she told the court she believed she had followed the steps she needed to take in terms of Parliament's policies and laws that govern the procedures in Parliament. So that was essentially the testimony we heard today before a lunchtime court adjournment, and the matter will continue on Monday, the state indicating that it has 2 more witnesses that it will call before Bongani Bongo is allowed to bring his witnesses to testify in his defense.
There were also a group of young supporters gathered outside court for Bongo. Who were they? Where are they from? Why were they there?
So when Bongo first appeared in the Magistrates' Court over a year ago, there was quite a large contingent of big wigs who surrounded him in support. But this week it's been rather quiet at court. 1 or 2 MPs been sitting through proceedings supporting Bongo there. But this morning was quite surprising to see a lot of young people wearing T-shirts with hands of Jacob Zuma, hands of Ace Magashule outside the court, very reluctant to speak to me, but telling me that they had been driving throughout the week from Mpumalanga, from where Bongani Bongo hails, to come here and support him. Many of them COSAS students. You will recall at one time Bongani Bongo led the COSAS movement. And then, of course, there were some MPs as well in support of him, saying that they believed innocent until proven guilty, and that no matter the outcome, that they were there in support of him. Earlier this week, Bongani Bongo told me off camera, pretty much holding the line that Ace Magashule is, that until such time as those NEC guidelines are considered by the branches, he's not going to step aside as his job in Parliament as the chairperson of the Home Affairs Committee. But let's take a listen to one of those MPs who turned out in support of him at court today.
We believe on the presumption that says not guilty until proven guilty by the court of law. And we appreciate the fact that the state has given him an opportunity to prove his innocence, so that tomorrow we know where we stand. If the court finds him not guilty, he's still our own. If the court finds him guilty, he's still our own. But we will respect any decision by the court of law, because these courts are here to serve the law to the people of the country.